Hello again. I I just gotta get these technical issues out. I want to see if I go live on Facebook, if you're actually gonna get it, because from what my mom and I looked at her live, there's just she can't see any of it. So I wanted to see how this is working. So just bear with me. Come on, say hello or something if you want. I got one person watching. Is that me though? If you're watching, can you please comment for me? All right. Well, I'm going to try this again. Again, I don't know if you want to stay up with me, but I'm going to try this again. Um, it seems as everything has worked itself out. I don't know what happened, but the interesting thing about all of this is that you can't really test things out. At least I haven't seen a way to do so. So I'm just gonna redo the live. Hopefully I see some of you people, my brothers and sisters, and if not, you can watch the video later. That's perfectly fine too. I don't know what happened with the first video. It was showing up for me, but it wasn't showing up for anybody else on Facebook that I can see. So I did that whole thing without knowing that you guys couldn't see it. But I'm not going to do a full thing because some of it I already did. I set my camera here. Pardon me. There we go. All right. So what I was doing. What I was doing was trying to put a waistband on a shirt. So one of the sisters from Temple gave me a dress. It's not for me, it's for her. She got a dress and it had a very skimpy top. So she decided she wants to turn the skirt portion into an actual skirt and take the top off. So I did all that picking. I then created a casing, which you can see on my other camera. I'm going to show you here. So that is the casing that I created to put on the skirt. So that is what we started with. And also, let me show you here that I've already stitched this close. This is the casing. This is what a casing pattern looks like. And you just put it on your fabric and you cut it out and follow the instructions along with it, which it is to match up the notches. The notches are the cuts that I put into it that's on the pattern. See these? All these are notches. You line them up with each other and then you sew them together. That's the first step in making a casing for, and what the casing for? To run this elastic inside of it. So that waistband, you see the waistband and it's it goes in, it attaches to the skirt portion so that you can have the waistband. So that is the first few steps of making it. You don't want to stitch where the dots are. This space here is to allow you to put the elastic inside of the waistband. So you keep those open, and that's why you see I have those pins there so that I wouldn't sew all the way through. You sew here and then you sew down there. All right. Sorry, I had to get a drink of water. Okay, so the next thing that you have to do is fold this in half so that your outside is on the right side of fabric. So you fold it down this way in half. The long ways, I guess you would say that is. It's probably a better idea to go ahead and press your seam allowance out. Let me do that real quick. In the meantime, you're going to, while it's heating up my iron, you're going to fold it this way. So that is like this. That's the waistband. You see how that works? How that's gonna work? And you see that little pocket right there? That's where we feed in our elastic. And how that's gonna look on the skirt. It's like this. And it's going to be affixed to it. I'm going to let out this waistband here so that I can sew this onto it. And then it's going to gather, and we'll have to put the elastic in there, and then it's going to go in like this. So I'm actually going to put these on the side seams. So to affix this to it, you need to turn it this way. Turn this inside out, and you're going to just sew along. And when you flip it up, it's going to be a waistband. So let me press out this seam. Greetings, everyone. I don't know why I'm not seeing a lot of stuff. Greetings, Anita's, Head Wraps, Rosanna, Donna. Thank you so much for joining me. I don't know if you saw the first one. Did you see the first live that I went through? Oh, gosh. I don't suppose you did. Yeah, I don't know. It didn't show up for some people, so I'm trying to start it over. Thanks for coming back and coming in. I know it's late. Streams can be tricky, very tricky. I don't know why I can't see you guys' chats. Well, that's got to change somehow. Uh-oh. I think I did something crazy. I just can't leave well enough alone, can I? Okay. So, first time here, Rosanna. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it. All right. I'm trying to get my fellow sister in the temple her skirt this weekend. Hopefully, I'll be able to deliver. Oh, I didn't show everybody the dress I just finished making. I just finished making a dress. Give me your thoughts. This is for a little girl. So yeah. It'll be nice if you can see it not upside down. Okay. I'm working on it. All right, I'm working on it. Let me see. I'm gonna do it like this. So this is the dress that I just finished yesterday. So tell me what you think. It's detail. The ruffles, I like that. Little buttons there. So in the back, it's got an invisible zipper. That's it. I like it. I'm gonna do another one in a different fabric. That's what you got to do. Sometimes you just got to do multiple of the same thing with different fabrics, just so you can learn about the fabrics. You can learn how they work with certain patterns, and how some of them don't work and some of them do work, and then you gain that knowledge. So it's thank you. So it's a matter of trial and error, if you want to sew. It's a lot of error. But it's worth it, because it's a great pastime. A really, really great pastime. So it brings me a lot of peace, a lot of joy, a lot of accomplishment. It's just a great thing. When you really set your mind to it and start doing it and turning out nice, beautiful garments, then it does something to you. I don't know, it's something about your spirituality and using your hands. There's something in that just makes me feel closer to God when I do sewing, because I guess it's because you're using your hands and your mind, and you're doing something useful, I think. But that's how I feel. Thank you. Thank you, Rosanna. Donna, yeah, get you a sewing machine. So we can have something to talk about at church. No, we be getting out of there. Everybody gotta go. Gotta go. Okay, so I am done with this. Let me go back to the sewing table. want to be able to see your comments. All right, so this is the casing, and you see I pressed out the seams, makes it easier to fold in and to pin. Fold in and the pin. Let me get my pins. Oh, there they are right there. And you're just going to pin them at the seams and pin them around. You couldn't do it. Okay, so I'm going to tell you that my mama told me that if anybody in this world can learn to do something, you can learn to do it too. You know how much money that saved me over the years? You know how much money that saved me over the years? Whenever when I had my house or had a car and something would go wrong, I have to fix. I had to get fixed. Oh man, I was trying to fix it myself first. Sometimes I was able to, sometimes I wasn't, but those sometimes that I was able to saved me a lot of money. So it's hard for me to spend money on things that I can do myself. I remember, gosh, I put my own radio system in my car. I put a video backup camera system in my car. Man, I've done so many things over the years. That's just me. So I'm gonna have to pull out these threads in the skirt. Is there a specific sewing machine that I recommend? Hey, look, I had the Brothers for a long time, and Brothers sewing machine, and it did me well. I broke it. Well, the airline broke it because I sent it somewhere and it got all messed up. But I do like the Singer. I just got the Singer machine, and I am enjoying that machine. Oh, sorry, I have to open up the video in order to see you guys' comments. It's really crazy. Where's the casing going on a dress? So the casing is the waistband. So if you look at any waistband, that is a casing with elastic in it. That's a casing. That encases the elastic so you don't see it on the outside of the garment. Thanks for your questions. I appreciate it. I should have picked this out as well before, but I thought I was going to be able to use it, but I'm not. What I'm doing right now, you see this gathering that's already there? This was there from the top. If you look at this top, it had no back. So this back had a piece of elastic across it to make it fit to you. So I took this off of there, but before our live, before tonight, yesterday, but I didn't realize that I wouldn't be able to use this here. So I have to quickly pick this out. Did you all go to Orlando? Donna, did you go? Well, I didn't go. I wish I would have went. But that's just a long drive. Going to Orlando, oh my gosh. What's that, like 6 hours from Georgia, from Atlanta? I don't know. I can't. It's hard for me to sit in the car for 6 hours. It is really hard. When we go to Florida, it's just the worst to me. It's even harder for me to sit on a plane for 6 hours. I don't want to do nothing for 6 hours. If I gotta get on a plane and you're not through at the most 3 hours from 3 hour ride, then I ain't getting on that plane. I can't. So going to places like Europe, Italy, I want to go, but man, I can't do it. I can't do it. Greetings, Marcia, Sister Marcia. How are you? I'm back. Sister Marcia, did you go to Orlando? Greetings, Sister Patricia. Sister Patricia, did you go to Orlando? Oh, Marcia, you didn't go. Me neither. Those convocations be coming up quick. Oh, yeah. I mean, we just got back from North Carolina. Whew. I don't understand the how they do the schedule. Like, I don't understand like the southern, what's the south region, and I have to really look into that. Cause it seemed like we had a few in a short amount of time. But I don't know. Time just is weird these days. And it seems like it's all in the same place. Sister Marcia, what is a good sewing machine to get? I like singers. I like singers. I had a Brothers, but I mean it did well. It did well. It has all the same features that my Singer has. It's not about the machine, and I say this a lot. It's not about the machine. It's about your ability to learn what your machine does. So if you're willing to read that manual from front to back, you'll make any machine work. Any machine. Yeah, I know. Looking for those looking at the schedule. I want to go back to Pennsylvania. That was a beautiful time. Yes. You never been to headquarters? Yeah. You got to make one trip at least. At least one trip up there. It's an experience. It's like, first of all, it's beautiful. The church is beautiful. Um, and then of course we know who's there, so you got to go when he's there. You got to track him, or don't. I might just go up there and just accept who's ever there, just to be in the space. That was my first convocation. The end of year convocation was in Pennsylvania. It's what I needed. It was really what I needed. Yeah, I like the colors too. Is one of the sisters Why am I doing this? Did I tell you guys? I don't think I told in this live, but one of the sisters from our temple asked me to make this into a skirt. It is a dress, and I took the bodice off of it already. So now I'm picking out these extra little threads so that I can add the waistband onto it to make it a skirt. Probably not going to finish up here, but I will video record it, the rest of it. All right. Yeah, going for regular service. I bet you it was nice. That's what I want to do. I want to go for regular service. All right. Should I? No, I didn't have to do that. Okay. So I want to find a seam so I can match up the seams on here to the seams on there. Bring it over here some. So where's that seam? Here it is. Yeah, right there. Pin it. Find the other seam, do the same thing. Make sure your pockets are to the front. Whenever you put in a pocket on a skirt or a dress, make sure they're to the front. Oh man, I got the pin in there. Jeez. Where these going? Huh. Well, isn't that strange? Peace, peace, Sister Marcia. Get a sewing machine. I'll show you my favorite fabric spot. I know. I have not been to Daybreak. I got to come over there, Sister Donna. She was on this live too. I don't know if she left already though. I got to come to Daybreak. I heard the food is amazing. Off the shin. Yes. I gotta come. I'm really a foodie. I'm really a foodie. Like, I eat. I haven't been eating a lot lately because I'm on a little diet. But I still eat what I want. I just don't eat as much as I want. It's been working too. I've lost 6 pounds, 6.6 pounds since March 6th. Oh, finally. Sorry that took so long. All right. I might have to cut this waistband down a little bit, but I'll try to make it work. Gained a pounds in South Carolina. I know, man. I was eating like crazy. Eating like crazy. Wasn't fasting at all. Shame on me. Sister Donna asked, did I get her measurements before making skirts? Yes, I did. And the waistband, okay, this I don't think is a true size. The skirt itself. So I might have to cut the waistband, but since it's gonna be elastic, it gives you that extra give. So when the sister put this on, the skirt on, it gave to what she needed to be. It fits around her hips, it fits around her legs. The waist fit around her, but it's because of the elastic. So in theory, it should work, but I still did measure her just to make sure I knew her size so that I can make the waistband her size, which that's what I'm gonna do. It's a little bit longer. The waistband itself is a little bit longer than this skirt, but I might have to just fold it in the back to make it fit. But when I put the elastic in there, she'll still be able to fit it, but it's not her true waist size, if that makes any sense. So yeah. But the waistband, it's the casing. I actually grabbed a casing pattern out of one of my other patterns. This is what it looks like. And just kind of marked what her size was. So it gave me, so I cheated. But if you wanted, if you wanted to do it just by measuring, you can do it that way too. You can do it that way too. but I cheated. But that's why you have patterns, so that you can, I will pick out a pocket in a minute out of one of the patterns that I might like. Or if, so when you're buying patterns, you can actually use those pieces on other projects. Say you don't like the way a pocket is on one dress, but you like it on the other. Pull that pocket out, just follow the same directions and you'll be good. Or the waistband or the neck band or the way it was hemmed. You kind of take from what you already have and you can make a whole new dress or a whole new blouse out of your own imagination because you like something here and like something there and you put it together. So collecting your patterns is a big deal. I have a bunch of them. And like I said, I made whole new dress. I made my wedding dress from patterns. I mean, I just did it. That's true. That's true, Tony. But you know how to sew too. So you know what I'm talking about. I mean, you have to not know how to sew at some point. So it's a skill learned. I don't know. I can't say I'm talented, like I'm naturally talented to do this. I just practice. Greetings, Sister Tony. I already took Sister Tony to my favorite fabric store. All right, so I'm gonna try to sew this to it. Sew this together. Let me just turn my camera around. We did have fun. Have you gone back since, Sister Tony? Okay. Oh, that's why. That's the feature this feature, the difference between the Brothers machine and the Singer machine. The Brothers, you lower your needle with the wheel, whereas in the Singers, they have this, that you use to lower your needle. And I am still getting used to it. All right. Oh, a knit fabric. For the baby, for the grandbaby. Oh, man. Oh, you did not leave that. Okay, I ain't gonna judge you. Oh. I ain't gonna judge you because mine is in Jamaica right now. So what I bought is in Jamaica. So I can't talk. I really can't. Ooh, got some bunching. I really can't talk. Oh, I don't want to do that. Make sure those things are pulled out. Oh, you know what? London can crochet, but I could not do it. I tried when I was younger. When I was her age, somebody taught me how to crochet at some point, and I can't get it. Now that's skill. That's skill. What should you start with first as far as, oh, this is Sister Marcia. She says, okay, for beginners talking about me, what should I start with first? Overall, of course, get your machine and start reading the manual, and then get a very simple pattern. And they have them on there. So like the pattern will say a simple, easy kids, easy adult. It'll tell you on the pattern whether it's a complex pattern or it's an easy or it's a mid-level pattern. So I would say start there. Get your machine, get your pattern. I made a video on how to read patterns. So go to my video and learn how to read the pattern. And that's how I started. That's exactly how I started. And as you walk through the patterns, many patterns, you'll start to learn what everything means, and you barely have to look at the pattern anymore. You just know how to construct the garment. Because they all, there's some new stuff here and there, but they're all pretty much the same. same types of stitches for certain things, but you still learn. You still learn a lot. Uh-oh. Got a pin in there. I didn't show you, Tony, the dress I just made for one of the babies in our tempo. I'll show you. I don't think I showed Sister Marcia or Patricia either. Y'all weren't on. Let's see. So this is the dress. Isn't it cute? Invisible zipper on the back. Let's see if I can pull it out here. So yeah. What I'm gonna do though, I'm gonna remake that dress using this pattern. So I thought this was really pretty. Thank you. Also, I got this one pattern. I mean, not pattern, but fabric. Oh, it's so pretty. Let me show y'all. Isn't that pretty? I cannot wait to work with that one. Oh, well, it's on the wrong side. Let me show you the right side. Isn't that nice? I don't know what to do with it, but I'm going to find something. I know. The colors, they just pop. I love that. I go to the fabric store every Saturday in case one of y'all want to meet me up there. Just send me a chat. I go every Saturday so that I can build up my fabric collection. Before choir practice. Or if we don't have choir practice, I still go. Yeah. Sister Marcia, if you want to meet me up there, it's in, it's off of Old Dixie Highway. Yes. Yeah, I love that store. Just gonna double it up right here. You can't notice. Yeah, that'll work. Almost done. All right. Yes. Yes. All right. Let me turn y'all back around. All right. I'm almost done. Don't worry. Ladies, I'm almost finished with you. All right. Ah, there it is. Okay. So, put this back. All right. So, I went ahead and sewed the waistband on there. Oh, see how that worked out? I got these threads. So that's the waistband. All I'm gonna do is take the elastic and feed it through the hole. It's on the side here. You attach a safety pin on the end of it, fish it through, and then sew it at the end like this. So overlap this part over there, and then you take your sewing machine and sew a square, and maybe one diagonally so it can take up all the tension. And a rule when it comes to elastics, you take off 2 to 4 inches of elastic from the size of the waist or the wrist or wherever you're putting the elastic. Might subtract like 4. I would do 4 inches from that, anywhere from 2 to 4 inches from that waist size or that measurement, and you can use that amount of elastic. So just a well-known rule. All right, well, I am going to get out of you gals' hair. I'll be back next week, 7 o'clock this time. And if you want me to cover anything, just do a PM, or we call it PM at work, but a DM, and I don't mind, going over certain things if you are trying to learn certain things like certain stitches, or I'll share what I know. All right, greetings and peace be. Love you guys. Bye.